Black Mesa Escapade is a map by JamaicanDave, and it's currently on runthinkshootlive.com for Black Mesa Source, the Steam version. And as usual, I'm going to try and break this down and analyse it. Obviously, Black Mesa maps are slightly different from Half-Life 2 maps, so we're going to see how this is. So, from what I've read, it's a continuation on from his previous two maps, JamaicanDave's previous two maps that were like Quarantine and Overtime. So at the moment it's all visual. This guy's trying to get out, these guys couldn't give two monkeys about what's going on. It's really interesting how it's being framed that these guys are just, you know, kind of guarding the door. So obviously this could be a visual cue for what we're coming up against.
Go start up the generator. Smithers went down there and never came back.
Okay, so that's good use of voice lines that are in Black Mesa Source already. It's good to do that. I've spoken with a few people who don't like that, but they I think it's good that you can use voice lines. It's much better than writing. You know, if you're ever going to use writing in your mods, it should be for a title, and that's it. But yeah, this could be of what's to come. We might go around there. I mean, JamaicanDave's maps often consist of you seeing the ending or seeing further on in the map, and then, you know, you've got to work your way around a long route, and it makes good use of space. So this guy's busy now. I'm not sure when he will detect me, but you can see there's weapons over there, so maybe he won't be activated. Is that a gun? Yeah, so it's clear you can see your objectives. It's very well laid out. I'm sure we could take this guy down with a grenade. 2 for luck, just in case. Oh, he's gone, right. That's good, and we can get our gun. So if we hunt around, we get ammo. We get basically rewarded for looking for stuff. Instead of just going straight through, if you look around, you're bound to find good stuff. Stuff that, you know, may come in handy later. Okay, so let's continue on, I guess. That shake is probably there to show you that something's going to happen in a moment. Or, yeah, it could be like the military bombing you out. Okay, right. So we see the Headcrab running around the corner. There's kind of a tension trying to be built up here. Especially with the music. Or I guess it's not more attention, it's more just an atmosphere rather, sorry. Although it is difficult to say sometimes, but it is kind of just this atmosphere. And it's one that you kind of... Oh, yeah, it's a lag. Yeah, it's one that you get whilst playing Black Mesa. Now, we can't get in there. This is the one with the... Oh, no. Ah, right, so... I take it we couldn't get in this way. No, because the door's round that side. So we're going to have to find a way in to there at some point. And of course, there has to be a toilet. It's fundamental for Black Mesa maps. I like to spend the time in the toilets, although it's the female toilet, so I won't spend too long in here, right? Stupid props. Make the props that don't really matter, you know, non-solid, not solid. I doubt anyone will complain, and if they do complain, it's all for gameplay purposes. So vent crawling, as I keep saying if you've seen a lot of my videos, vent crawling is very good because it gives the player something to do.
Moving until the situation is drastically improved. Now go away and don't tell anyone I'm here.
So this guy's obviously eating his crisps and stuff like that. Right. So I take it we can't get out this way. No, it doesn't look like we can get out this way. So we'll go back.
Do you think we should appeal to the alien authorities?
Ah, now noise cue. That's a kind of a obviously a cue to tell you that something's happened. Obviously we can't get up there, but it was definitely, you know, saying that something has happened, because more often than not players will miss stuff because of you know, lack of noise cue. So that's to tell us, I think, that we are going the right way, we're doing the right thing. You know, there's nothing worse than uncertainty in maps. So we've explored that area. That was fun, I guess. Now it's time to look for the you know, the way forward. I'm not sure what that noise was, if that was just a random noise, but there's this guy and he's in the vent. I don't know if this is just a room where you can like collect the battery and keep moving. We'll keep this room in mind though. So moving in, more exploration rather, and a bit of fighting. The Vortigaunts are here. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else here. So again, we know we're going in the right direction because these guys are spawning, and it's just kind of like a breadcrumb trail. I don't know if this is just... Alright, excuse me for that. Grenades work differently, and I think in Black Mesa Source they are the worst. They're just the way you have to align them. I try to aim down, but I think that's more for CSGO grenades and all that. Anyway, right. So we've got, I guess, a visual of what is maybe to come. We may be here later. It's just, I guess, something to see. It could just be like decoration, which is fine. Okay, so moving through, we're now getting more and more guns. We're picking them up as we go along. We now have a situation with zombies which aren't that dangerous, but in numbers they can certainly put pressure on the player. Just take him down. You can go out there. We can see that we will be over there. So you're kind of, I guess... Guess you're kind of working out the route to go. I'll maybe come back to talk about that a bit later. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's good to have visual stuff like that. There's not enough of that done in maps, and it's something you need to do in Black Mesa maps. Is these kind of funny visuals, just humour in general. And yeah, we've now gone in a full circle. Now, possibly something could, you know, happen, or something could change, but I don't think so. So we'll continue on seeing where we can go. So there seems to be a bit too much downtime. I mean, I say that now, and the Vortigaunts come, but in that full circle, I think there should have been slightly more battling and less just walking. It's the pacing has certainly calmed right down. But I guess we'll come to a bigger battle later. Okay, so we are in here, so I guess, yeah, we'll keep going this way. And now we can't go back, I'm guessing. I think it's called a point of no return. Now, let's see. No, we don't have any grenades, so we'll just shoot him. Obviously the shotgun's not as good in Black Mesa as it is in Half-Life 2. So, yeah, obviously we can't really shoot long range. But it is out of habit, right? So now there's definitely more action here. And it's forcing you to keep a watchful eye on... I can't actually see where that guy is, though. He's up there. And he's really getting me. So we've actually got this gun. This gun could come in handy. There. So as we see, green light means we can push. Don't quite know what it's doing. I'm turning on these things, right, so it's pretty obvious. And obviously this is where we were, so this is what I was going to talk about, is the fact that we could see out here, we could see part of the route that we are going to take. And it's something that, as I said, JamaicanDave does quite a bit. And it's a good thing to do, right? So that's obviously broken. I don't know where that came from. Ah, now sounds like the military have been dispatched, and they will stop for nothing. So it looks like we've been locked out of that area, so we could have, I guess, explored further back that way, but we didn't. And again, military to show that you are going the right way. Okay, so that's hitting the model. Yeah, at least, I don't know how good these models' hitboxes are, but... So we know we're going in the right way, as I said. Now we're back again. We've kind of done that full loop. Now we need to plan and strategically think about this instead of just running and gunning it. Oh. We maybe need to back right down here. I'll just burst fire because it's much easier for me. Okay, so there's more coming in. And they are keeping their distance. I know you know how much I like to go on about it, but, you know, these guys running right up to you isn't good. Okay, so that guy's eventually down. We're on 33 health. $25. I guess we've kind of just trapped ourselves. by doing this. Ah, so that guy is hiding. So they're very, you know, they've been made very well so that they don't just run straight up to you. They're actually trained soldiers. That's the thing. Now, was there another guy? Do we have to go and bait him out? No, they're all dead. So now we get a ton of ammo. We get rewarded quite heavily for that battle. I mean, I guess we've got a lot of stuff, so... Yes, okay. So we turned the generator on. Okay, that's what I forgot. The guy at the start said that we had to go and turn on the generator. That's what he said. That was a storyline, and that's what we did when we pushed the button. So obviously, we knew that. I mean, I just forgot because there's like a billion things going through my head at the moment while I try and think and play, and you know, I can only do so much. So that looks like it's been done. That is the end of the map. And I think that was very good. I mean, it was shorter than I expected. I thought it would have much more to it. He was terminated because extreme prejudice, okay. So, all in all, that wasn't a bad map. That was probably one of the best Black Mesa maps I've played. There wasn't a lot of variant in location. And that's a real problem with Black Mesa maps, is you can only have so many locations, but at the same time it's probably best that you stick to locations that you know, like the laboratories and all that, which there was in that map. The combat was good. I think there could have been more of it at that kind of downtime section, but it's always good to have these downtime sections, you know, times when you're not really fighting, you're just looking, and then there's an odd head crab here and there. There was good guidance in the map. All the things that the player needed, like all the buttons that they should push were green and all the ones they couldn't push were red. It showed you where you could go and where you couldn't go. And yeah, I think if it had been a bit longer, it would have been fantastic, but it was fantastic anyway, you know, the length it was. So it was like, I think it was just great. So thank you, JamaicanDave, for making that. And I will see you all again soon.